Welcome to Lichtsinn RV. In today's video, we're going to show you how to set up your Winegard Connect 2.0. So a Winegard Connect 2.0 is going to provide two benefits, thus the name. It's going to provide, if enabled, a complete 24/7, 365 dedicated internet network for your RV. It will also then boost any Wi-Fi from any signal that's nearby. Today we're going to show you how to set up and enable your network off of a Verizon LTE network. It can also be used with any of the major cellular companies. You could also go direct through Winegard Connect to purchase their data plans. But this has already been installed for Verizon, so today we're going to show you how to set this up for Verizon network. So prior to installing the Winegard Connect 2.0 up on the roof, what we do with respect to process is we're going to have our guests send us a SIM card. Now this is going to activate it on your Verizon network. You're going to actually need to request a mini SIM card. Now most Verizon, AT&T, and major cellular networks are going to actually provide you a universal SIM card. So the SIM card that actually comes with the Winegard Connect 2.0 is going to look like this. And this is a mini SIM card size. This size is actually provided through the AT&T network, and it's provided by Winegard. And then you could purchase data plans through Winegard Direct. In most cases, what our RVers will do is they will actually activate under their existing AT&T, Verizon, or whatever major network that you use for your cellular provider. In this case, our guest has provided us a universal SIM card from Verizon. And the reason why I say this is universal is this is the same SIM card that may be used for a smartphone, for a tablet, or for a laptop. And the reason why it's universal is we literally then just cut out the perforated edge that we need. So you can see on this Verizon card, we've already cut out the mini SIM card size that we need. If they don't provide a universal card like this, you just want to be specific that you request a mini SIM card size. So today in this particular coach, the Winegard Connect 2.0 has been pre-installed on the roof. We've taken the mini SIM card out of the Verizon Universal card. We've installed it within the shroud of the Winegard Connect 2.0, and we're ready to set up the network. So to set up the network, the first step is to very simply power it up. We typically install this right next to the connectivity port that Winnebago Industries provides. We could put this on any type of recreational vehicle, whether it's a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, or a motorized coach. So we're going to turn this on, and that's going to power up the Winegard Connect 2.0. You could actually leave that on all the time. This is a DC source, so it runs off your 12-volt system. The only time that it's going to turn off is if you place the coach or the recreational vehicle into storage mode, perhaps by hitting your disconnect switch if your coach has that. Otherwise, you can leave that on, so it'll provide 24/7, 365 network. So right now the Winegard Connect 2.0 is powered up. And so now let's go to our computer to set up the network for the first time. Okay, so now that we have the Winegard Connect 2.0 powered up, you can go to a smartphone, a tablet, or in this case, I'm going to use a Microsoft Surface laptop to actually set up your network for the first time. To do this, you'll need very simply that piece of hardware, and then it's also a good idea to have your Winegard Connect 2.0 installation or operation manual, only because that's what we're going to grab the initial network from. So what we're going to do is we are going to come over to your Wi-Fi settings, and we're going to search for the Winegard network. And you can see that it's labeled right here. So this is Winegard 2GHZ D4CD1F. And that actually corresponds to the SSID, which is the default network name, which was on that operator's manual that I mentioned earlier. So we're going to connect to this temporary network, and it's going to ask for the password. And that also is on the front of the installation manual. And I'm going to type that in for the first time. WG735BF8. So we're going to connect to the Winegard Connect 2.0. So now we're connecting to the actual hardware that's up on the roof for the first time. and we are connected. So we're going to go to the default IP address for this, which is always 10.11.12.1. So now I'm logging into the Winegard Connect 2.0. The default username will come up automatically, that's admin. The default password is also admin. So we're going to type in admin. We're going to go to continue. We're not going to save that, although you could if you'd like. We are going to set up the 4G LTE. This is also the same location if you'd like to use the Wi-Fi boosting. You would use these scan features down here. We're going to click select, and now it is actually checking the connection through Verizon. And again, you can use this with AT&T or any of the major cell phone carriers. So what it's doing right now is it's logging into the Winegard Connect 2.0 and changing that actually from the default Winegard network to Verizon. And what you notice there is some Wi-Fi devices will actually take you and default you back to any type of Wi-Fi that you're previously connected to, which it did there. And so it actually bounced me over. You could see I was on Lichtsinn Employee and I got a pop-up that was just reminding me. If it does bounce you off of the Winegard 2.0 and bring you back to your home Wi-Fi or your business Wi-Fi, that's where you'd want to just reconnect to it. And so you can see we have a 72% 4G LTE signal. And so we are all set. So right now we are running Verizon through the Winegard Connect 2.0. Now what we'd also like to show you how to do is actually set up your own personalized network. So we're going to go to local network settings, and we're going to change this local network away from the default Winegard, and I'm going to call this Winnebago RV, because that's the name of the guest that's taking delivery of this coach. And then we also will set up a password. And let's go ahead and not enable a guest network. We'll just have anyone that's going to connect to this have to have the password. So what it's doing right now is it's renaming the network from the default Winegard to a personalized network that you'll always connect to. Okay, so once you get to this window that actually says it cannot connect to the Winegard Connect, that's because you've already set up the new network. And so I was previously connected to the Winegard network. So let's come back over to the newly created network that we've just set up. So you can see this is obviously our dealership's Wi-Fi, and then we're going to connect to the new one that we created, which is Winnebago RV. We're going to click connect. We're going to type in the password that we created. And we are connected. So now let's just test speeds. So we are now connected to our newly created Winegard network. And again, that was a Verizon network. And so we're pulling, it looks like about 30 download. 30, 35. And again, this is all reliant on your Verizon signal in this case. And then you can see our upload speed, which is generally slightly slower. So we know that it's working. The first time that you set it up, you probably will need to go through and just update software. You can always log into this network if you ever want to make changes to your network, if you would like to set up a guest network, for example. But this is really an easy way to set up a Verizon network or AT&T through the Winegard Connect 2.0. So that's a really straightforward way to set up a 24/7, 365 internet network. Now the great thing about this is you won't have to worry about campground speeds, you won't have to worry about Starbucks, McDonald's speeds, city rest area speeds. If you're jumping on another Wi-Fi network, you now have your own dedicated secure network. It also is a really good idea to connect all of your devices to this newly created internet network, whether that be your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, or any smart devices that you may have in your RV. Specifically as to the smartphone plan, it's a really good idea to stay connected to your Verizon or AT&T network that you set up through your Winegard Connect 2.0, because what that can do is you can then use the advanced calling feature, which is probably enabled on your smartphone right now, to be able to make, send, and receive calls directly through the Wi-Fi network that you've already set up. So you're really, in essence, going to get a cell phone booster, but you're actually running it through a dedicated Wi-Fi network. So a great way to boost your voice, your text, and then of course you're going to have 24/7, 365 internet through your Winegard Connect 2.0.